Okay, this is all of the wildlife in From the Ashes DLC for Avatar. I'm not going to open all of them up because not all of them really have like locations. The Google workbook is updated with where I have found stuff, along with some of them have individual videos on where I found stuff. Thank you very much to the viewers who contributed to helping find some of these. I was very grateful for that. And I guess here we go. So arrow deer, rising spires. I did find this in this. I wrote down the stairfoot bark biomes. They're in herds. So if you see like a single running around, it's another hexapede, and you've seen 1,000 hexapedes. Look for a herd this time for this one, and that's how you can tell them apart. Ash feral, these are everywhere. Ash feral viper wolves, those are everywhere. Bladewing moth, you will naturally come in contact with these during Windward Part 2 when you go to get the fruit to try to draw out another one of the things that we're going to get here, the wind ray. But if you need to find the Bladewing moth again, when you do Windward Part 2, you pass the time to find... to wait for her here at this fast travel spot in the Boundless Range. Here's Solix Camp, and then you should, if you've done Windward Part 2, you will have this fast travel spot here. It will have activated. So it's right there. The Bladewing Moth thing is right there. It's like right there. Okay. Bonehelm Rhino. These are found in Waterway Valley. I have specifically seen them east of Harpy Alpha and northwestish of Harpy Echo, if you need like a smaller search area. The Canyon Storm Glider. Now, I scanned these during Fury Part 1 because you come across them anyway, and I thought you were able to scan them. You could go back to their area and scan them again if you just didn't scan them when you were there. But I had a commenter who said that they couldn't scan it. They could see them in the same place, but they just couldn't scan them. And then I asked them to go to the Rookery, because I've revisited the Rookery only to get attacked by one of these guys. But I didn't hear back. So I don't know if finding one at the Rookery is a thing, because I know they've attacked me at the Rookery before as well, and I thought I was able to scan them, but I'd already scanned them, so I don't know if it counted. But check the Rookery if Fury Part 1, if you didn't scan them during Fury Part 1 and you can't seem to get back to where they were during that. But and where they were was, oh, I have a video for that, so you can just check that in the Google workbook. But it's Silkwoods area, I think, memory serves. Okay, Coronet Snail. These are in the ravines. I found them on the rocks on the path east of Maintenance Outpost Alpha in the ravine area. They're on the hexagon-shaped rock formations in there. And they're, once you see one, you see them all. And they're very slow, very easy to find once you like know where to look. And they're fine. Then Cronus, I have a separate video for these on how to find those. I found them in... Here, let me open that one. Yeah, most commonly found in the ravines. And then the Cornus, it just says Kingler Forest, but I found it specifically in Rising Spires, the rainforest area between Crooked River and Threaded River. And I have a video link for these specifically, so if you're looking for one of those, it's one of the ones that flies around, like the, obviously it flies around, but this one actually, after 30 seconds or so, it'll actually take a break and sit on a branch. So don't kill yourself trying to line up your Navi senses with it flying. It will actually take a break and land on one of those crooked trees in the rainforest biome area. So you'll be able to find that. Okay, dire horse all over ravines. Fan lizards, I've found these. These are the yellow frisbee looking things that fly around at night. They're easy, really easy to find at night because they glow. And I found some flying around the Thanator area below Solix Camp, which is the bamboo biome underneath Solix Camp. They're really easy to see at night. Feral Thanator, these are everywhere. Fireback Macedon, I'm pretty sure you can scan this during the beast, but I don't remember if it auto adds or not during the beast. Else you can scan it. And then if you go to get the Unexpected Friends trophy in the eastern part of the ravines, you can scan it then as well. And then the Flutter Flower, these, once you arrive in the ravines after Family Ties and before I See You, the purple trees often have these flying around in them. It just is Kingler Forest. And they're probably found elsewhere too, but that's where I started to notice them the most, was kind of at the start of the ravines, right after Family Ties and before you get to the mine. But check the purple trees. They have the tail, which sets them apart from everything else that's flying around over there. Okay. The Great Ravines Echo Stalker. These are found in the exact same burrow as the regular Ravine Echo Stalker. Similar to Secret of the Spires, you just have to deal with the first wave before you can get this one to spawn. For this particular DLC, in order to get this to spawn out, you have to allow one of the first set of Ravine Stalkers to call for help, and allow them to call for help. And then this guy shows up after the call for help has gone out. So let the call for help go out, and you'll be good to go. So there's Great Ravines. Great Western Tetrapteron, whatever. Tetrapteron. This one, definitely thank you very much to a viewer sent me this. This was found flying around the Filigree Navi camp in Spinner's Circle. There are regular Tetrapterons in the same area. This one is higher up. You have to get above the trees in order to find this guy. And I do have a video for this one, so check the Google workbook for that. But it's near Filigree Navi Camp in Spinner's Circle. Alright, Hammerhead is found in the south of Silkwoods. What do I have written down? I have also seen these guys in Waterway Valley as well. I've written that down. Heartland Colossus says unknown. This guy is what is being held in the Fury Part 1 when you first arrive at that first station where E2's being held. He's what's outside. If you did not scan him while you were there, he may be wandering around out through the door, because unless he died, I don't know if he died. But if he's still alive, if you made it through and you kept him alive, he could still be wandering around that front door. So you might check around the Fury Part 1 area, which is Silkwoods, east of River's Embrace, which is what I wrote down. East Silkwoods, east of River's Embrace, which is in the Google workbook. Hexapede, this is everything that is not an arrow or a mirror deer, which you have seen running around everywhere, and you keep scanning, hoping it's a mirror, or an arrow deer. So don't worry about that. All right, Horned Telu. This guy is in the rainforest area. I have an individual video for this one if you can't find it. He shows up either by himself or with another that looks with just another one of them, crawling on those semi-bent trees, the smaller bent trees that like go up and then they make like a 90-degree turn and then they go up again. In the rainforest biomes, is you can usually find them there. And there's a video for that. Okay, Kingler Wetlands Thanator. This is also thank you to a viewer, because I had all of the other Thanators and I couldn't figure out this one. This is the one that's in Silkwoods on Spool Island. Island south of Home Tree in Kingler Forest. It's Spool Island. And we have Lamp Lizard. Okay, this guy is found behind the destroyed Resistance HQ. If you remember in the main game how you went to go find Nor at the very, very beginning of the game, like right before the first attack and all that stuff, it's in the same area. I do have a video for that because it looks slightly different than the main game. Obviously, time has passed, some things have changed, but I do have a video for that, and he's behind the destroyed HQ. So we got that one. Lantern beetle. These are flying everywhere. They're most commonly found in the ravines. Definitely, they're everywhere in the ravines. And you're going to scan them every time, and you're going to get either these guys or moon scarabs, like most of the time, especially if you're looking for flutter flyers, whatever. They're pretty easy. All right, this is an easy one to miss. I don't know if you can come back and get it, but this was also, thank you very much to a viewer, Windward Part 1. This is the floaty animal that is attached to the gondola. So when you're at the gondola and they're stuck in the boundless range, when you go around and clear the vines so it can move, or you go around and you get the tools or whatever, you can scan it then. I only had luck scanning it from behind, so if you can't scan it, move around it and try and get like from a different angle. Try and get like from behind. Made it a little easier. So I don't know if these guys are available after Windward Part 1. I haven't found them anywhere, so I don't know. Alright, Mere Deer. Southeast of the Ravines subregion in Kingler Forest. Southeast. I found them in the northern part of the ravines. My notes in the Google workbook will say the herd in the northern part of the ravines. There's a fast travel spot that's kind of mid-north. I found them right there. And there's a video that's showing all that. Okay, the moon scarab. These things fly everywhere. They're in the ravines, like, a lot. They should be really easy to find in the ravines. Just you find any flying bug, scan it. It's a good chance it's going to be a moon scarab or a lantern beetle. One of the two. One of the two. Okay, moon scarab nest. These, I think there's one of these at Solix Camp. I'm pretty sure there might be one of these at Solix Camp. Else, I have found them in a bunch of different places. If you found Ghast Harvester Alpha down in Shadow Woods in the southwest corner, they're there. They are there. And at Solix Camp, yeah, I've written down. Mountain Ikran, I ended up I just scanned my Sarentu's Ikran when she showed up on the top of Solix Camp Island. But you can probably scan Elay, actually. And I just never did. Alright, this little bastard. Okay, now, this guy right here. This guy is found on rocks in the ravine near Grasping Claw in the ravine. I have a video for this guy, and you're going to want to see that because this guy is fast. There is sort of like a heads up I'm coming dust plume that pops up on the side of a rock. And then by the time you turn Solix's head to face the right way, this guy has gone around like the front or the top or something like that and despawned. Like, I saw him like 12 times before I finally got him scanned. Because it's pretty easy to see him. It's really hard to scan him. So, good luck with that. Good luck with that. And thank you very much to the viewer who pointed me in this guy's direction to finally get him. So, but definitely check out the individual video that I have on more detail on where to find him, what to look for to get him, and where this thing is. So, yeah. Here we go. All right, the ravines Echo Stalker. There are two nests, or burrows, relatively close together on the east side of the ravines, near Raven Bravo and that maintenance outpost area over on the east. So yeah. Okay, the Ripper Wasp Hive. I have seen one of these so far. And they were found at Gas Harvester Alpha, has been moved. I don't know why they moved it, but they moved it. And I'm actually going to pull out of here and show you where it is. Gas Harvester Alpha has been moved all the way over to the west side of Shadow Wood. No clue why. But this is found here at one of the northern doors. It's hanging over one of the northern doors. So definitely check out Gas Harvester Alpha. It has a couple of things that can be found on the list. Where am I? All right, Sap Leech. Now, these guys were in the Boundless Range, just north and up a little bit from Solix Camp. They have a purple hue. The way the Veil Swarm has sort of a blue hue to it, these guys have sort of a pinky purplish hue to them, so you can tell them apart. And I'm pretty sure I have a video for that, but I apparently did not link it in my Google workbook, which I am looking at right now. All right. Yeah, this pinky purpley hue by them. So you'll be able to tell them apart. All right, Scarab Crawler. In Stoneblade Ridge subregion of the Kingler Forest, I have also spotted these guys in Waterway Valley as well. So you can check out both of them. And Shimmy Fly, these are pretty much everywhere. These are also very common in the ravines as well. But they're like all over. Sound Blast Colossus. I have Spinner's Circle, eastern Zacoma Fruit area, along the river to the southwest. Yeah, east of Spinner's Circle subregion. And then I also have written down the Silk Woods south of the R in River's Embrace. So check out the Silk Woods area as well. And then the Stingbat. Found flying on the western side of Silkwood, but also around Filigree Branch Navy Camp in northern Spinner's Circle. They were flying around, sort of mixed in with the Tetraraptoron. So if you see one, you'll probably see the other. And they are at ground level. They're not up very high. They're like around the vines and stuff, those large vines that cross the water. All right, Storm Beast. Storm Beast. These are pretty much everywhere. I see these all over Kingler Forest. You shouldn't have any problems finding these guys. And Tetraraptoron. ON. Says throughout. I wrote down Stoneblade Ridge, I guess is where I first saw them. The Stairfoot Tree area, north of the Threaded River. Also saw them in Waterway Valley and around Filigree Branch Navy Camp in northern Spinner's Circle. These guys are at ground level, like, you know, just so you can see them at ground level, as opposed to the great Tetraraptoron, which is above the trees. So they're different levels. Thanator, there is one beneath Solix Camp in the vine area. If you look on the map, it's the heavy vined area. It's a bamboo grove. It's in there. There's one in there. And then that's a regular Thanator. If you do the Spool Island, that's the Kingler Thanator, and you won't get a scan for this guy. All right, Trickster Mantis. I do have a video for this one because they are hard to see, but once you see them, oh, he's such a cute little face. Well, that's too far away. I do have a video for this guy. I have been back to the same vine on multiple files, and he is in the exact same place. So check out that individual video on where to find this guy, because there's some decent landmarks. It's not just like randomly out in the forest. Should be okay. Veil Swarm. These are, you guys see these everywhere. Elay eats them. Viper Wolves. These guys are everywhere. All right, Whipfang Crawler. Waterway Valley subregion. Yeah, I saw a couple west of Harpy Alpha. So you can check those guys out. All right, Windray. This is what you guys go get in Windward Part 2. Thank you very much to a viewer for helping me to get this one and pointing out that that's what I was missing, one of the things that I was missing. Be sure to scan it before you get into the aerial fight. Well, before or after you get into the aerial fight. I don't know if these guys are available after Windward Part 2. I don't know, or if they've left the area. So after you've brought the fruit to Kukalope, be sure to scan it. You can scan it before you get on it, before you jump on the back, or scan it while you're on the back. You'll be fine. And then this guy, he's found on, he's found on a lot of the larger vines, you know, that you can like wander around on. He's pretty fast. The easiest thing to tell for this guy is you can hear him. If you listen, you can hear his footsteps, his quick footsteps coming up behind you, and then he'll just like run past you. So, but once you start listening for him, he's easy to find because you'll hear him coming long before you see him. And his nest, these are up in the trees. These are everywhere. These are the easiest eggs to find. And then Nopsy. Now, Nopsy is scannable in Fury Part 2. When you complete the game, once you've completed Fury Part 2 and the game, she's available at the survivors camp. She's there. Well, shouldn't say available because she's not scannable. She's there though. Why you can't scan her, I have absolutely no idea. But you cannot scan her at the survivors camp at the end. She must be scanned during the Fury Part 2. So, if you don't but that's the Zachru entry. So there you go. So there's all 47 entries. Again, some of them have individual videos. Check the Google workbook. So ones that do, we'll have them linked nearby. And if you're still having trouble finding one of them, I'll see what I can do. At least leave a comment. And there you go.